China's second aircraft carrier, Shandong, is ready for high seas deployment. Shandong has already conducted 9 sea trials in Bohai Bay and South China Sea, close to its home base. But now, Shandong, completely designed and developed in China, will move to high seas for military exercise before it achieves its final operational clearance. With this, China will once again become second country after India in the region to operate 2 aircraft carriers. Equipped with 12,000 systems on board, would Shandong, having J-15 fighter jets deployed on its deck, also change the security equations in Indo-Pacific? Will it sail to Indian Ocean or would move to Western Pacific? I will answer that question in this video. Besides, I will show you the latest visuals of the Shandong aircraft carrier, its key features, development stages, its helicopter fleet and fighter aircraft J-15, and in the last but not the least, I will discuss the strategic significance of its deployment. Before we move further, may I request you to kindly subscribe my channel if you are visiting first time and press bell icon to get notified of my new videos. So without any further ado, let's get it started. Shandong's latest video released by state-owned media China Central Television suggests that second Chinese aircraft carrier Shandong is combat ready for deployment to high seas. According to a Taiwanese defense expert, Shandong will sail through the first island chain as its predecessor, the Liaoning aircraft carrier, did before it to the Western Pacific for its first sea exercises. The Western Pacific has many major marginal seas, including the South China Sea, the East China Sea, the Sea of Japan, the Sea of Okhotsk, the Philippine Sea, the Coral Sea, and the Tasman Sea. Remarkably, China's Liaoning aircraft carrier, accompanied by the Nanchang, the first of a powerful new fleet of Type 055 destroyers that entered service last year, is currently deployed on a military exercise in waters near Taiwan. In future, if China ever decides to conduct any military exercise in Indian Ocean, would certainly raise eyebrows in New Delhi. CCTV release video shows the 20-story accommodation and operations block that towers above the deck of the ship and gave them a brief insight into the day-to-day lives of the 5,000 sailors who call the vessels their home. Featuring Shandong's ski jump for launching jets and its powerful cannons capable of firing 10,000 rounds a minute. Chinese government mouthpiece Global Times in a write-up says the ship Shandong is the first aircraft carrier independently designed and built by China. In 2013, a computer numerical control CNC cutting machine cut the first steel plate, heralding the beginning of its construction. While the construction volume exceeded the sum of 20 ultra-large oil tankers, its building involved more than 10,000 parts and 10,000 sets of equipment, with many special components and devices being developed and installed for the first time. Shandong was initially designated as a Type 001A air carrier during development, but was finalized as Type 002 at commissioning. Shandong was constructed by the Dalian Shipbuilding Industry, part of the China Shipbuilding Industry Corporation in Dalian, Liaoning Province, China. Shandong's manufacturing began in November 2013 and laid down the keel for its hull in dry dock beginning in March 2015. The Chinese government did not publicly confirm the ship's existence until construction was well underway. Satellite imagery for the defense analysis industry showed the aircraft carrier in the early stages of hull assembly by March 2015. Public photos of a hull with military characteristics at the Dalian shipyard surfaced on the internet the very next month. In October 2015, the first definitive signs of the vessel's role appeared when construction of a hangar deck began on the hull. In December 2015, a Chinese Defense Ministry spokesperson confirmed that the ship was an aircraft carrier, stating that the design and construction work was underway. In May 2016, the ski jump takeoff ramp was noted to be close to installation. The ship's island superstructure was fabricated in 2 parts. The 9-deck forward half, containing the bridge and main mast, was installed by September of that year. The aft half, with the funnel and the air intakes, was installed in the weeks that followed. By the end of 2016, the ship was substantially structurally complete. Following the launch, the carrier was fitted out and underwent early tests of the propulsion system. The dockside system trials began after the outfitting was completed in November 2017. The first sea trial of the carrier took place in May 2018 in the Bohai Sea. This was followed by 8 more trials through November 2019 for a total of about 19 months before the aircraft carrier was commissioned. The 9th and final sea trial, which commenced from 14 November 2019, was conducted simultaneously with a training exercise in South China Sea. The arresting gear was installed on 11 September 2018 after the second sea trial. This was immediately followed by flying tests of the 4th General Flying Shark Shenyang J-15 fighter jet, Chang'e Z-18 medium lift transport aircraft, and Harbin Z-9 utility helicopter on 14 September 2018. J-15D, the electronic warfare version of the aircraft, was also spotted on the deck on 9 October 2018. The Shandong carrier was commissioned on 17 December 2019 at Sanya, Hainan by Central Military Commission Chairman Xi Jinping and was officially named Shandong. After commissioning, according to Chinese media, Shandong reached in October 2020 initial operational capability or basic standards for deployment, which its predecessor Liaoning only attained 6 years after commissioning in 2018. Lai Yuzin, a senior captain who previously commanded Plant Frigate Lianyungang, became the captain of Shandong at commissioning. The aircraft carrier's design is largely based on China's first aircraft carrier Liaoning, which was itself built from the partially complete hull of the Soviet Kuznetsov class aircraft carrier Varyag. It retained the ski jump takeoff, which limits its air wing to helicopters and Shenyang J-15 fighter jets of the People's Liberation Army Navy Air Force. And the ship is powered by conventional oil-fired boilers driving 8 steam turbines derived from the Soviet-designed examples installed in Liaoning. It measures about 315 meters or 1033 feet long with a displacement of about 55,000 tons or 66,000 to 70,000 when loaded. The Shandong is a significant improvement over the Soviet-built Liaoning. For example, the Shandong carrier's ski jump has an angle of 12 degree instead of the 14 degree on the Liaoning. This is an angle ideal for launching the Shenyang J-15 fighter. Together with the enlarged hangar, the island, which has been made smaller by 10% and extended on sponsons in the aft starboard quarter, space has been freed up, allowing for up to 8 more aircraft and helicopters to be carried. Internally, Shandong is capable of handling up to 36 fighter jets, 12 more than Liaoning. By comparison, a US Navy carrier air wing is equipped with 44 F-18 Super Hornet strike fighters and 5 EA-18G Growlers electronic attack fighters. The US Navy carrier also has up to 19 helicopters. India's aircraft carrier INS Vikramaditya can accommodate a maximum of 36 aircraft, including 26 MiG-29K multi-role fighters, 10 Kamov Ka-31 AEW and C, and Kamov Ka-28 ASW helicopters. The island includes a second glazed deck, which permits the bridge and flight control areas to be separated, creating greater operational efficiency. It also features a faceted upper area of 4 active electronically scanned arrays, type 346A S-band radar. Shandong aircraft carrier's configuration includes 24 J-15 fighters, 3 J-15D EW fighters, 6 Z-18F ASW helicopter, 4 Z-18Y AEW and C helicopter, 2 Z-18A VIP transport helicopter, 1 Z-8JH medical helicopter, 2 Z-9S rescue helicopter. Z-18F is a specialized anti-submarine and anti-ship helicopter. Chinese call this helicopter the Sea Eagle. It has a surface search radar under its nose. The FLIR TV turret was relocated. This helicopter carries a new dipping sonar. Also, it has around 30 openings to release sonobios. This version can carry up to 4 lightweight torpedoes or anti-ship missiles. It seems that this helicopter is fitted with a data link and can target cruise missiles from frigates and destroyers, escorts on surface targets that it has detected. The Shenyang J-15, known as Flying Shark, is a 4th generation twin-jet all-weather carrier-based fighter aircraft. Is developed by the Shenyang Aircraft Corporation and the 601 Institute for the Chinese People's Liberation Army Navy's aircraft carriers. On 27 April 2016, one J-15 fighter jet crashed due to problems in the flight control system during simulated carrier landings. Pilot Zheng Chao ejected out of the stricken aircraft at the last moment but later succumbed to his injuries. Shandong, like its predecessor, uses the simpler, short takeoff but arrested recovery STOBAR launch and recovery system. Future Chinese aircraft carriers such as Type 003 aircraft carrier are planned to use an electromagnetic aircraft launch system or EMALS that allows the launch of heavier and more advanced aircraft such as Shenyang J-31 or the Chengdu J-20. Let me know what you think of Chinese aircraft carrier Shandong. Also write in comment box if you want separate videos on J-15, Z-9 or Z-18 helicopters. Hope you liked the video. Please share and subscribe. Thank you for watching. Jai Hind, Vande Mataram.